Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Latinoamerica, and all the Chivermanos y Chivermanas around the globe. All the mothers and misters, all the Chiva brothers and sisters. Welcome to We Go To Live. We're transmitting directly from La Perla Tapatía, home to the most glorious of teams, el Club Deportivo Guadalajara. Bienvenidos todos a We Go To Live. Hola Gaby, ¿cómo estás? Club Deportivo Guadalajara.
Hi, Robert. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Hi, everybody.
It seems that we've lost.
I'm here.
Yeah, we lost something. There it goes.
I'm here. Hi, Robert. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to We Go To Live, episode 11, season 2. Happy to be here and talk to you. But I'm not going to lie. It's been a very hard week for the Chivaverse, as we call it here. But we are excited for what it is to come because a lot of exciting things are happening in the near future, especially this Sunday, El Domingo Rojiblanco. And very excited to talk about it and to talk to everybody in the chat and everybody that is watching. Alfredo, how are you?
Hi, Gabby. Hi, Robert. Hi, Chivermanos. I'm excited about El Domingo Rojiblanco, which is coinciding with Labor Day weekend in the United States. So I'm pretty sure that the Chiva Nation up north are having some nice plans with family and friends. And of course, why not have it with some Rebaño Sagrado on Sunday? Because guess what? We have the early match of Chivas Femenil against Las Bravas de Juárez, which is going to be at noon Central Mexican time. And then at 5 p.m., we have our guys against La Pandilla, against Rayados de Monterrey. So really looking forward to this Sunday. Really looking forward to Chivas to show a different face from what we saw on Saturday. Of course, definitely we gotta change it. We gotta be different, and of course, get the win, get back to the winning ways, both in Varonil and Femenil. But definitely looking forward to it. Excited that the week has already arrived to the halfway. We're already halfway through the week, which has gone by so fast. But yeah, definitely looking forward for Sunday and to see my Chivas again.
And doubly. Not just once. We're going to have a double header, man. That's the first time that's going to happen.
Hey, guys.
That Chiva experience.
Hey, guys.
It's going to be, yes.
Just hold on a second. We have a special announcement. Let's go.
Levanta la pelota, Piojo, el balón dentro de la grande, Piojo. Poniendo la primera inyección de la noche. 1-0 lo gana el Guadalajara y con la pena Cecilia Santiago, pero sácala, pero del fondo.
So the most red and white narration, right?
That's right. The most red and white play-by-play. You got to check it out. If you haven't, you're missing out. Because it's a different kind of experience, a different kind of narrative. Definitely.
And we have a very exciting Sunday ahead, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. Our Chiva experience, we have Chivas and Chivas Femenil, both playing on Sunday. I don't think that's ever happened, ever.
On the same
or
day.
Any other team in Mexico has done such a thing. Because in baseball, it's an experience, right? It's a doubleheader. You have 2 games, but it's usually the same team.
Yeah.
So you can hang out there for like 10 hours or 12 hours. I don't know what a doubleheader is in baseball and eat hot dogs. But here we go. You got to get there early. We're going to have tailgating. Then there's the Chiva Live experience. And production says that maybe it did happen, but was it with us? I don't know. We'll have to investigate just so I'm not caught off guard. But yes, definitely doubleheader. And what I do recall was when I was a child, back in the old days, at Estadio Jalisco, El Tapatío would open for Chivas Varonil. That would be the pregame.
Right.
The
Yeah.
opening game.
And
Right.
at the opening game, yes, exactly, the opening game at 10 a.m. or so, a little bit earlier. And you could go earlier, watch that game, and then hang around and watch the game, which was at midday until around 2 a.m. or whatever. So it was there, but that was back in the heyday. I'm talking about prehistoria. Yeah,
But
prehistoria.
how exciting
But-
is that to be at the stadium like very early on? Because if we were talking about maybe having tailgates and activities and whatnot, you have to be there by 10 a.m., maybe earlier. And it's going to be very exciting. You have to, there's going to be a lot of activities for you. And remember, if you have Chiva Bono and your ticket, it's also, if you go to the women's game, you can go to the men's game. So it's going to be a lot. It's going to be super exciting. So that El Akron is going to be packed since 10 a.m. kind of, right? How exciting is that?
Yes, I don't know how they're going to do it because traffic-wise, it's going to be crazy.
know.
Actually, I'm thinking about taking the macro bus, the macro periférico,
Mhm.
because it's not that far from my house, and that might be another option, friends. If you're planning to go, think about it.
Exactly.
You know, think how you're going to get there. Car is great, of course, but if you go for the double experience, you're going to be there since like 10 a.m. till after 7. So something to think about. Something to think about. But I was thinking right now that before we were talking about the prehistory, but I want to talk about something that's more modern and something that I am super into as well. Do we have the music? Do we have the drum roll?
We need a
Yes, good job, us. It's our MVP of the week. It
Right.
is our
The esports team.
right here, baby. The
Yeah.
esports team.
The
The
esports
esports team who
Yeah, who
they did a great job representing us.
Yeah, they
representing
Gamer G.
Chivas at Gamer G. What was the name of that? Gamer
G,
G in
yeah.
Mexico City.
Yeah, in Foro Santa Fe in Mexico City. It's the biggest video game convention in Mexico. So they have bunch of sponsors, the biggest brands in esports in Mexico, in gamer equipment, and everything regarding video games. And there was also a quadrangular on eFootball, a four-team quadrangular with the fans of Chivas, America, Tigres, and Pumas. So we got to play against them on esports, the fans. So it was fun. It's Foro Santa Fe. It's huge. Like it's the place of big conventions in every single industry, and of course esports it's not the exception. We of course managed to, why not, brag of our innovative spirit in esports. As you can see, some of our pro players having some fun time, some Mario Kart. So it was fun. A big shout out to the whole esports team, to the sporting director, to absolutely everyone from Chivas Esports who made our brand, made our presence very valuable. We had a stand, so we had a fun time. Hard work for all of them, long hours, but it was pretty fulfilling, and it was just fantastic to be there.
How exciting
Man,
is
I wish.
that?
Yes, I was about to say it reminds me of when I used to go and play video games in those little
The arcade?
well, in the arcade.
Yeah,
Right?
Arcades.
I
imagine.
mean, I'm way too old for this right now, but I remember back in the day again, and watching Mario Kart on the screen, it took me back because I'm like first generation Nintendo. Excuse me if I'm saying brands, but I'm like first generation video game situation, like Atari, whatnot, and watching this scenario and all these activities, and of course Chivas always being at the lead of technology, not only in football but in video games, as you can see, and our teams are smashing it. And this event particularly is very exciting to see everybody playing on the cosplays. Come on, how exciting is that?
Right. Yeah.
The cosplays. Was that Calcetín con Rombos, man? No, that was one of those. I remember. But I love that we're doing that. And sí, la estamos rompiendo, and we're doing it in a positive way.
Yes.
positively affecting the youth, keeping everybody young, the old guys especially. I'm sorry, I keep going back. I'm not going to say I'm old anymore today. But what's really interesting is how all of this is bringing together all of these people from the different spectrums, from the different spaces, and they're giving you a place to meet, just like we're doing here, right?
Yeah.
And we're taking advantage of sharing that love. So shout out to our Chiva Hermanos at Esports. I'm going to extend an official invitation right now. We need the esports representatives to come over here.
Right.
We really want you guys to at least, once in a while come and visit us. Tell us what's going on, because you're there and some people don't know you are. And we would love that everyone be able to share in that esports experience. So ahí está el reto, producción, a presionarlos de alguna manera.
They're saying yes. They're saying yes, that they will be here. So
they will be here soon. Exactly. They gotta give us, regular updates. Maybe bi-weekly updates or monthly updates of what's going on with Chivas, because we do play a bunch of different video games, and we do have some professional, some pro players, and
they're pro.
Yeah, we have even managed to be in international competitions. So yeah, they're pro, as Gabby said.
That's right. And you can see them at the Escalera Cinco, right? They are in the game room. If you visited the Akron, check out the gamer room. They have the chairs actually from the sponsors who were part of Gamergy, right? So they're the ones that sponsors the chairs there. Yeyan. That means comfortable chair.
They are.
Chinese.
They are. I've managed to sit in them, and they're pretty comfortable. Yeah, they are pretty comfortable.
Sorry.
Are you laughing at me or with me, production?
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I had to say that. I'm sorry. Okay, guys. But now let's get back on track. Who are we going to talk about today, my friends?
Well, first of all, I have a big announcement for everyone who wants to join the show, the live show, who wants to get the link to get into this show and be here with us and share your opinion on everything regarding Chivas. Everything you gotta do is send a WhatsApp message to the number 33 26 60 7241. 33 26 60 7241, and you just get the link and hop into the show. We've had a few Chivermanos in the past who actually gave us their opinion on whatever they feel they would like to express themselves about, or ask us questions, whatever you like. And also please comment respectfully on the comment section if you are a little bit shy, but come on, join us, just a WhatsApp message and be here with us.
We are nice people.
We're a little bit nice. Don't forget, we bite, but just a little bit.
And there's also a way of getting tickets for the matches on Sunday, right? Like free tickets.
We do?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if it's free,
it's for
me.
It's for me.
Exactly.
Yeah, you guys can do it.
Join us.
And especially those people who are coming, the guys who are coming from the United States, perhaps for Labor Day weekend.
Exactly. Yeah. Labor Day weekend.
This is a great opportunity, my friends, to get a pair of tickets. Okay. Listen to what our brother Alfredo is. Get with it. If it's free, it's for me.
It's for me. And another way of getting tickets is to tweet. You just gotta tweet. Gotta tag our English Twitter account at ChivasCN _ and also include the hashtag WeGoChiu with a support message for our Rojiblancos, for a positive message for this Sunday for both the men's and women's team, and you get the free tickets as well. So 2 ways of getting the tickets: hopping into the show or tweeting to us, hashtagging WeGoChiu and tagging the English Twitter account of Chivas.
But that's a catch. Like, if you join us live on the show, you get the tickets like that.
Exactly, automatically.
But if you send a tweet, an X, or whatever it is called right now, and you use the hashtag WeGoChew and you show your support for Chivas, you are participating for tickets. But if you join us, you have them. So yeah.
Mic drop, of course. You guys, let's do it. Come on. Come in directly. We'd love to hear from you. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. Okay. Let's take a look at the chat real quick before we get into the main event. We have to talk about Chivas result versus Santos. We want to know what you guys are thinking. So please, in the chat, yes, we have to go. Ay, Dios mío. Dios mío.
I'm just
But you know what? Sigue estando fresco.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Estamos en la cima, okay, my friends? I'm not there trying to play it down, but you guys, we got to look at it for what it is, okay? So, chat people, tell us, what are you thinking while we peruse the Chivaverse, the Chivas Varonil? Saludos al chat. Julián.
Yeah, big shout out to Victor Ayala Perez because he's sending big love to us. Huge love. Also, Cesar Barajas, he's asking who won the double passes. Well, the double passes are for whoever joins us in the show, and to join us in the show, everything you gotta do is to send a WhatsApp message to the number 33 26 67 241. 33 26 67 241. You get the link, join us on the show, and go to Estadio Akron on Sunday.
Domingo Rojiblanco.
Yeah.
Definitely. And don't forget to connect through the DM. It's like we're trying to avoid the topic.
I know.
There's an elephant in the room, my friends. There's an elephant in the room. Okay, let's talk about it. What happened? I mean, I'm not just talking about the particular game, what happened in the previous match. We're talking about Chivas Femenil, who Ruby Soto saved us.
Yes.
And Chivas on the rebound and Tapatio. Well, Tapatio's on the rebound. And then, well, again, we have to look at who they were playing. Venados is not just any team. Okay? We're going to talk in detail about each of these, but if you're a Chiva fan, it's like it's like Rocky Balboa, yeah, in that game, that fight against Clubber Lang. You remember Mr. T? Whoop, whoop, whoop. There's no stopping it. What's going on? What's happening? You guys, what do you guys think? Let me know, man. Tell me what's going on with us. What happened with Santos versus Chivas?
So what I saw is that I think that Santos was more intense than we were. They were faster running for the balls. They were winning more divided balls. They were more intense overall, which, of course, in modern football, you cannot lose in intensity against your opponent. I think they had, by being at their stadium, they were maybe more motivated, although we usually have a lot of fans at every single stadium. But yeah, I think that the general analysis is that we were less intense than Santos.
Definitely agreed. They wanted to win more. Let's put it that way, and they needed it. They needed it more at this point in the tournament. I think Santos needed to win a little bit more than we did. I'm putting it that way because we always need to win, and Chivas should always come away with the win. That's my personal opinion. Notwithstanding whatever facts that are motivating you, motivation comes from inside. So Chivas should be motivated just because you're wearing that color. You're representing millions and millions, right, out there. I think they did a good job, though, because there's a bit of an exaggeration. Santos came out. They overpowered us. They took control of the ball. That's what really happened. Yeah, just like you said. And then Chivas, I think, towards the end of the game, maybe in the middle of the second half, they started regaining the confidence that I think they lost in the first half. Because if you're used to being the team that presses, excuse my gallos, if you're used to being the team that presses and then they flip the card on you, it takes a second, for you to regain your footing. That's what I saw. Yeah, it took a second, but we ran out of time. And I'm not going to talk about the refereeing. Oops. No vamos a hablar de eso, right? I mean, come on.
Right. What were the bad calls? Like the worst calls, if you had to pick one or two.
If let's say that if I were the Vega call, obviously, yeah,
Right.
both of them really, because I think that there was a necessity of the ref, and I'm saying this for me, not for Chivas. Okay? For me, the ref and then he didn't know how to regain control. He wasn't doing a bad job, but there were certain calls that I thought were just very provocative at very difficult moments of the match where the call could have gone for both sides. Let's say it that way. Yeah. It was very subjective. There were subjective calls. Yeah. They were not objective. It wasn't like, oh, there was a foul. There was a direct, I don't know, it was too much aggression in the move. That sort of stuff. And when you're playing a game like that, when you're trying to regain your feet, our boys also have to learn to deal with that sort of frustration. And that's where I think that Vega may have, he fell for the bait.
But it wasn't necessary, that second yellow. Do you think it wasn't unnecessary? I mean, yes, maybe he overreacted a little bit, but we know that our referees are like, maybe some other referee wouldn't even think about it, but this one did. And unfortunately, that's taken a toll on the team because he's not playing next Sunday against Rayados. So, but I mean, if we are like thinking about it like very deeply, we've played without Vega before, and we've done pretty well. So let's not think it as a defeat as it right now because he's not there. I mean, he's been very consistent. He's been key player so far in the team, yes, of course. But I think there are alternatives, and that's what is going to happen next Sunday. So it is what it is.
Yes, it is what it is.
But they do need to, step it up because one mistake, two mistakes. That's why I said let's not no nos vamos a ahogar en un vaso de agua, right? It's not that much. But we do see certain, how can I say? I'm speaking here from my sense of the Chivas since the last championship. If you look at it that way, then certain parts of the fanhood could start thinking, oh, I've seen this before, right? But we have to have faith, you guys. Pauno's doing a great job.
He is.
The players are convinced, okay? We just need the pieces to, find the right spot, and that's it.
And I think every big, great team as is Chivas, we cannot forget, somos subcampeones. It was not the result we wanted, but we are at the top of our game. We are still at the top of our game. And it was just a bad night, We have to take it as it is. And I'm pretty sure, and if you watched everybody in the chat and everybody watching right now, if you watched Pauno's press conference, he said it. He acknowledged it. He was like, yes, we had a very rough night. The team overall was kind of disconnected. But again, as Pauno's eternal mentality has been since day one he joined Chivas, but we have to move on. And moving on is, what are we going to do? Okay, we don't have Vega. What are we going to do? We have to adjust. Maybe this lineup didn't translate it in the win we wanted. But there are things that there can be done. It's not the end of the world. It was just a bad night. Yes, we are now in second place, but it's fine. We're still with 13 points, solo por diferencia de goles. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's okay. We just have to still trust the process. I know it's hard, and I know the fact that knowing that we were invictos and we were undefeated, and that adrenaline rush about like, yes, we are killing it right now, and we are getting that championship, blah, 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 blah. But we have to trust the process. And it was just a bad night, and it's going to be okay. I promise.
Exactly. it's gonna be totally okay. And it really caught my attention right now that Gabby said that it's gonna be hard to trust the process, but the fact is that um, part of the reason why it's gonna be hard to trust the process is because you have the press telling you all the time that this is not good enough, that we don't have a chance to win the championship, and they're like the talk heads there all the time trying to make the Chivas pessimistic or put us in a negative mood, and I don't believe that we should be in a negative mood because actually since Pauno arrived to the team, actually, he's only the second coach in the history of Chivas to make it to the final in his first tournament, and also we have more than 60% of a winning of a effectivity rate, which means that we have collected more than 60% of the total points, including last tournament, of course, regular season. Of the possible points, we have collected more than 60%, which are some pretty good numbers. Last tournament we finished third. This tournament we're in the second place. We are tied with the first place, which in this case is Atlético San Luis. They are leaders because of a goal difference. So I know that when you have so much noise from many newsrooms speaking negatively about Chivas, it's easy to get negative, but there's plenty of reasons to be positive.
Yeah, if we look at it as a glass half full, definitely so. Definitely so. We just got to look at it, like I said, from the positive viewpoint. Was there a lot to rescue from that game? It's pretty difficult, right? Pretty difficult to rescue because we didn't come away from the win. But had we come away with the win, is the perspective that changes. We're in second place.
We're
Right.
in second
That's it.
place. It's just
We're in
week
second
6.
place.
It's week 6.
And we have players that did play very well, let's say this way too, because you guys are not commenting it. If something's not functioning, something's breaking down in the machine. Who? What? What happened? This the same players. We have great players. They're doing a good job. What did the other team do too? Right? We also have to take in what Santos did, like you said. So instead of, let's speak with our heart, but also let's speak with our mind. If we look at it, Wacho was a hero again. We're going to have to put him in the MVP at some point because he saved the game. He did a great, great job. Okay. And if we look at, at it as in a general perspective, yeah, now everybody is paying attention. Now, hey, you were sub champion. So they expect more from you. Right. And the talking heads, just like you said, are going to tear the team up. Even if we're in a good place,
Even if we were in a good place, that's part of being the greatest team in Mexico. I don't know what you guys think, but it's part of the game. It's part of being the greatest. So if we're doing well, they're going to talk. If we're doing bad, they're going to talk. If we win, they're going to talk. If we lose, they're going to talk. So it's show business, I guess.
It is
Like
show
it is what it is,
business.
right?
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. And it's only football. I want my team to win all the time, but it's only football. And you guys got to remember, Velko is the master at this. He knows what he's doing. I've been hearing people talking. Why did Velko? What are you, Velko? Do you know what? Did you study all of this time to become a DT? Do you think he just
Exactly.
pulled things out of the air? I think I'm just gonna. What should we do? Let's flip a coin. Let's see what happens. Nah, this guy has it planned.
Exactly.
No da paso sin huarache. He knows what's up. He
Yeah.
knows what's up. But we have that human factor. We cannot forget that. The
Exactly.
human factor is super important, and we need to focus on that. Actually, Velko is going to, he fessed up to that. He said it. He came out and he was very honest about his own feelings. I didn't see a happy Velko at the end of last match. I think this
Yeah.
is the worst I've ever seen him personally.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he acknowledged everything that happened on Saturday, and he's definitely it's even valuable that it happened early, relatively early in the tournament because we gotta learn from our mistakes. and yeah, it's
Hey,
yeah.
yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's
I was just going to say because we have to repeat this announcement many times, as many times as we can. So remember, please remember, we have tickets for you for El Domingo Rojiblanco. So please, if you want to join us, send a message through our WhatsApp account. 3326607241 and send a message and we can send you the link and you can join us. Remember, if you join us live on the show, you have the tickets like that. But the other way to win tickets, or at least to participate to get tickets, you can send a tweet, an X, or whatever it is called these days, at our official Twitter account at Chivas en underscore, and you can use the hashtag we go to and let us know what you think about Chivas, and you can participate for tickets. So yeah. So please join us live. We're nice.
Join us like our Chiva hermanos. There's tons of
yeah.
comments, my friends. All right.
A lot of
We have a lot of comments. We have tons of comments. Humberto Frias Castro is very, very active. And Humberto, I agree with you on some of the stuff, but on other things, come on, give them a chance. Last year, if you're a Chiva hermano, last year, did you say the same stuff when we were subcampeones? I don't think so. You were not commenting on that sort of things. It's only now because you're feeling frustrated, just like we are. But let's keep it real, man. There's a lot of other stuff going on. Look at Velasco Alejandro. All right. He's a
Yeah,
nice
that's
way of saying
yeah.
the same thing,
I
right?
love that
Go for
comment.
it. Go ahead
Exactly.
and read it for us, would you?
Yeah, Velasco Alejandro says that there is a very thin line between constructive criticism and destructive criticism when these kind of performances appear. We need to have a good and positive thoughts to be back on the track. Greetings to everyone. I agree.
I agree.
Yeah,
100%. 100%.
exactly.
We can
That's
be
right.
critical. We can be critical and we can be like, yes, this was not okay. This did not work. But at the end of the day, we are cheering for our team, right? So we have to be hopeful. We have to trust the process. And again, I will not get tired of saying this, but we have an incredible team. We have an incredible coach. We have an incredible atmosphere overall. So it's just one game. I know it was tough. Nos quitan el invicto. I know. I get it. And I was so frustrated as well. But it's just one game. It's week 6. And we have a lot ahead of us. So we just have to
That's,
trust the process. Again, we just have to trust it.
and
That's
remember
right.
to construct with your criticism, not destroy, but
That's right.
exactly.
And just as the team, Curtis is in the house, man. Oh, they had him
Hermanos
doing,
hermanas, for being tarde.
they had him cleaning up, my brother. That's okay, man. That keeps us honest.
That's cool.
That
Exactly.
keeps us honest, man. They used to make me police up because I was that kid, that was always in trouble. So
What
they
kind of
put me
trouble?
to clean the house, whatever had to be done, take care of the pigs that are flying or whatever. That was my job. That was my job. I'm glad to see you, Curtis. Thank you. Thank to hear you. So what's going on, my friends? Let us keep the
Rayados.
peace, but let's
Yeah,
talk about Rayados. What is the opportunity? Are we going to win or what?
I believe so. I believe so. The Pano era began in
Look at the numbers.
in
Yeah, exactly.
Monterrey. Yeah, we won. We remember that game perfectly because I was so I was with a lot of hope that day, because it was a new beginning, and I'm right now that I take a look back at that first match of last tournament, and I see all the path that we've been through and all the adventures we've gone through. I can, like, the only thing I can do is to be positive. And speaking about specifically about Sunday's match, we usually tend to do pretty well against Rayados. We have won 5 of the last 10 matches, draw 3, lost only 2, and we have recorded 3 clean sheets in the last 4 matches against La Pandilla. Overall, we have also have a positive balance: 59 wins with 46 ties and only 35 losses. Um, we have scored more than 200 goals against Rayados. So numbers tend to be pretty positive against Monterrey. They do have a great team though, but I think we're gonna come out on top.
Yeah, and they're also, we have to think about it. They're having their ups and downs too. I think it's going to be a great match because I know that the Monterrey's coach loves to play open football. Yeah.
Right.
And that's what's going to keep us active, I think. That's what we need. We can't have a team that's worrying about what happened last week. Like Curtis said, what's his thought for the week? Keep your eyes on the prize. Make adjustments whenever needed and sigue adelante. And he has the hashtag. Chivas spoken here, man.
I love
it. He said it the best way, right?
Right.
And that's a real Chiva hermano. And I think that's a great thought for life, right? Keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the objective, and they will come true. So I think we have some words from Pauno. Do we?
It's always gratifying to listen to him. It's like a father figure. You find comfort listening to Pauno.
And I love his passion inside the field. Like he's like, so he gets like even angry sometimes, and he's gotten booked once because of that.
Mhm.
But he can translate that passion and that frustration as well. Like, and every time they are like a little bit down on their game, I'm just thinking, oh man, that locker room at halftime is going to be fire. But yes, and but I again, it's like this fatherly figure that if I love you, I have to like shake you, like what's going on, like
Exactly. And we do have.
Oh,
Yeah,
we do have
we do have his words, his most recent press conference. So anytime.
Profe Pauno.
Sí, es un día donde lamentamos la presentación que tuvimos aquí en Santos. Creo que el equipo lo intentó, pero no lo suficientemente bien. En la primera parte creo que contuvimos a un rival. Creo que teníamos un problema de comunicación entre líneas, sobre todo entre la línea de los mediocampistas y los jugadores más adelantados, ¿no? Siempre recibíamos de espalda, nos faltó obviamente frescura a algunos, por eso hicimos los cambios en el descanso, intentando refrescar, pero en la primera parte contuvimos bien y creo que en la segunda parte no tardamos que los cambios empiecen a generar lo que después del primer gol tuvimos un par de ocasiones, más llegada, un poquito más de juego entre líneas y más verticalidad, pero no fue tampoco suficiente, aunque se vio que después del gol de ellos hubo una reacción. Lamentablemente puedes cometer un error en el primer gol, pero no puedes volver a repetir el mismo, que esto prácticamente nos sentenció. Hubo otra reacción donde sacamos el penalti faltando el tiempo que faltaba más el descuento. Había sensación de que podíamos hacer más, pero todo esto no ha sido lo suficientemente hoy para un rival que tuvo obviamente una semana para prepararse y para mostrar mucha competitividad, y aunque no me gusta reconocerlo, pero hoy no nos fue bien. Y es una derrota muy, muy dura, pero no vamos a dejar que por una derrota estropear todo el trabajo que estábamos haciendo hasta ahora. Por lo tanto, mucho ánimo a todos. Yo sé que la afición está decepcionada, igual que todos dentro del vestuario, pero esto es fútbol y no hay que dejarse, en un torneo obviamente, no hay que dejarse llevar por las emociones demasiado tiempo más que un día, ¿no? Hoy vamos a estar todos de mal humor, hoy vamos a estar todos frustrados, pero hay que tener mucho cuidado con lo que se dice, hay que tener mucho cuidado cómo se dicen las cosas, y lo mejor, sobre todo hablando de cara adentro, ¿no? Es no decir nada, dejar que pase la noche y que todo el mundo se recupere. Y mira, ya tenemos una semana larga para poder prepararnos para un rival que que todos sabemos que es en este momento un equipo que regresa de una competición y que está buscando sus oportunidades, así que va a ser un rival duro y eso es lo que tenemos que fijar como objetivo y dejar aprender de estos errores de hoy, aprender de la lección que nos llevamos y enfocarnos al próximo partido y seguir 6 jornadas. No es un momento para hacer un balance, pero desde luego que hay una acumulación de información que nos puede servir muy bien de cara al futuro y a los futuros partidos que tenemos.
And there you have it.
Pretty accurate. Yes.
Pretty accurate, pretty clear.
Mhm.
He
Don't-
didn't mince
Accountability.
words.
Don't over dramatize.
Mhm.
I would say that's a big one. No.
And it comes back to what Curtis said, right? You have to build from the positive and not from the negative. Plus, remember when you were kids, do you prefer someone to just yell at you or talk to you, let you know what was going on really?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's going to be a great game, guys. That's all I got to say. It's going to be great. We're going to have fun. Chivas is going to win. I want to know your numbers because we need to move on a little bit. We have to talk about nuestras chingonas and all the other great stuff that's also happening in our Chivaverse. So what do you say? What's going to be the score? Is it going to go high? You're going to go low? You're going to go all in? What's your score for Chivas Monterrey? Everybody in the house, chats.
Yeah, let us know. I would say it's gonna be a 2-0 for Chivas. 2-0, hard fought. I think that Monterrey is gonna come motivated, the Akron, because that the match against Chivas is also it's always a huge motivator for every team in the league. So I think it's gonna be tough, but I think we're gonna pull it off with a 2-0 win with 1 goal per half.
1 goal.
Yeah, 1 goal per half, so it's gonna be 2-0.
2-0 and one
2-0.
goal. Okay. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. You got really technical on me there. I didn't understand you for a second.
I was like, huh?
Yes. Oh. Is it a tie or what are you talking about? All right. So 2-0. Okay, who's going to score? No, no te creas. All right, go for it. Gabi, what do you think?
Oh my God, producción.
I know this guy.
I don't know. I think I was going to go with a 2-0 too, but I think it's going to be a 2-1. Chivas is going to take that win. And I think Piojo is going to score. And I hope Ocho is going to score as well. I don't know. But it's going to be a Chivas win for sure.
Right.
For sure. 2-0, 2-1?
Me 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1.
We have to read.
I don't know.
We have to read productions.
8-0.
8.
8-0. A ver, ponle nombre.
Already agrees with you,
Who's
Gabby.
gonna go?
He says it's gonna
What
be a
is?
one for Chivas. Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. I don't know, guys. I don't see Monterrey scoring.
I
I
agree.
do not see them scoring. I've had a chance to watch a couple of their matches, and they're having a rough time also putting it in the back of the net. They're, I don't know if it was their Leagues Cup
They're tired.
participation. Maybe it's
All the
curse
traveling.
of the Leagues Cup.
Yes, all the traveling. I mean, it has to take a toll.
Yeah.
hope
Or
so.
maybe what happened to them last tournament, like they were
That's
leaders
right.
the whole tournament by a big difference, and
And
then
they lost the
Yeah.
last game.
and they lost against
Lost.
their city rival, like against their classic rival.
Tigres.
Yeah.
But this weekend they lost. Last weekend was Cruz Azul.
West Cruz Azul, yeah.
No, I mean the last tournament, like after having
Mm.
such a great tournament, getting knocked
Yeah.
out that way, right?
They have a good team. They have a good coach. Again, if it were Chivas, they would have destroyed everyone there. They would have sold all of the players.
Yeah.
The coach is zero, right? They would burn down the stadium. But
Exactly.
it's Monterrey. They take it easy up north. It's a business, yes. But like any business, you have to let it grow. Yeah.
Exactly.
We have the right people. Everybody complained about we're not bringing players. Look, Fernando Hierro brought the players, right? And now they're complaining that the players are not playing how they're supposed to play. Well, you have to give them a chance to find their space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
similarly, and this, let's talk about the league standings, right? What are our league standings ya para ir con las chingonas? Where are we in the league?
Where
So
are we?
we're
Where
sitting
are we
in
in
at
the
the
league?
second place with 13 points. Yeah, there we go.
There we
We're
are.
13 points in the second place. We're tied with Atlético San Luis, who's on the first place. They're leaders because of goal difference. Then we have Los Bravos de Juárez, who are having a great tournament at 11 points. Shame that they got that penalty call on our match, because if not, we will be the leaders. However, we gotta recognize the great season that Bravos are having so far. Then we have Pumas with nine points, which is great. It's good to see Pumas back again at the top in the top standings. You know, they've had a rough patch in the last few years, so it's good to see one of the greatest teams in Mexican football. And fifth place we have America, who is already recovering from a bad start, I would say. Bad results in the first 3 matches, but they're already recovering. Always an opponent to take into consideration. But yeah, we're in the second place. We're tied with the first place, and I'm positive. I'm optimistic. We're already halfway through the regular season, which is amazing to think about it. I mean, not halfway.
Almost.
We're 1/3.
Almost.
Yeah, we're
Yes,
1/3. 1/3 into the regular season, which is amazing to see how time flies. So yeah, that's our standing right now. Not bad at all. 4 wins in 6 matches. So yeah, it's positive. I think it's so far so good.
Okay, let's talk about that. And where can we watch it?
Where can we watch?
Sunday's match.
And I guess there's tickets still, right? Aren't there tickets out there?
Yeah.
Let's look at where to watch. Oh, I love the music.
Shout out to our production that is giving us music.
I got to put on my voice. Where to watch? Chivas
Right.
versus Monterrey. Sunday, September 3rd. MX time 5:05 p.m. Central Time 6:05 p.m. Pacific Time 4:05 and Eastern Time 7:05. You can catch it in Mexico on VIX, Canal 5 and Tuden. And in the United States, Telemundo, Universo, and Peacock. Don't miss it.
The big TV networks, big TV networks for Chivas, as it cannot be any other way,
The
Prime
big
time
network.
is whenever Chivas plays.
I like the way you read that, Alfredo. That was sexy.
That was not me.
Yeah, it was, bro. Don't hide. Okay, my friends, let's talk about Las Chingonas, because we have a double header on Sunday, first of all. We can talk about what happened about the match, and we can say, yes, it was difficult, but Las Chingonas were able to survive the match. They are still undefeated. We see Spinelli is definitely, moving the pieces, making the machine work. And Ruby Soto,
Saved the night.
she saved us. She saved us, and it was like in the dying moments of the match. So I loved that part. It was very frustrating, but it was beautiful. Okay, my friends, don't forget, you can buy tickets still. Where? How much are the tickets? What do they include?
You just gotta, they're a tweet. They're a tweet worth. So
those are the ones that are the free for me ones. But
exactly.
Can we also buy tickets on Boleto Móvil still?
Oh yeah,
there's still tickets?
Exactly. Yeah, there's still tickets on Boleto Móvil. Remember that Boleto Móvil is the official and only place of getting tickets for El Rebaño Sagrado. And if you get tickets for the guys, for Chivas Varonil, you'll automatically get your free tickets for the girls, for Chivas Femenil, who are playing earlier. So why not?
That's right.
Yeah.
And what about the Chivabonados?
So
can they go to both matches? Chivabonos?
Yes.
There's no excuse for the Acro not being full for both matches.
Exactly.
And remember, we got to show that Chiva love. Podemos exigir, but we also have to go there and alentar. Let's cheer for that team, man. Let's bring them up. because there's so much positivity really going on. And one of the things I want to talk about before we leave is that we have, I think it was 13 call ups to the
Oh,
national
yeah,
teams.
huge, huge.
13.
13 exactly. We have a 13
Okay.
call-ups.
Who was for the
In
men's national? Do you have the list for us, Alfredo?
yes, for the senior national team, we have the usual, who is Alexis Vega, Roberto Alvarado, and Gilberto Sepúlveda. But big news, we have Jesus Orozco Chiquete joining the national team for the first time. The senior Mexican national team. He has been called to the Lamborghini. So welcome to the Lamborghini to Jesus Orozco Chiquete. And I'm pretty sure that he has more than enough quality to be a starter because he's a fantastic center back. So big shout out to Jesus Orozco Chiquete for being called to the senior Mexican national team, who will have a couple of friendlies in the United States against Australia and Uzbekistan. Joining Jesus Orozco Chiquete in the senior national team, we have once again Alexis Vega, Roberto El Piojo Alvarado, and Gilberto El Piba Sepúlveda. For the under 23 national team, we have our goalkeeper Raúl El Tala Rangel and also Jesus Brígido. I repeat, Raúl Rangel and Jesus Brígido are going with the under 23 Mexican national team in preparation for the Pan American Games, which are taking place this year in Santiago, Chile. The games will be taking place in the fall. So, yeah, it's a preparation matches. So we have Raúl Rangel and Jesus Brígido for the under 23. For the under 20, Luis Puente and Gael Garcia have been called to train with the Mexican national team at their high performance center in Mexico City. For the under 18, we have Ariel Castro and Francisco Mendez, who will take part of the tour in Slovenia, taking place between the 3rd and the 14th of September, where Mexico will play against the United Arab Emirates and Portugal. And for the under 17, we have Hugo Camberos, Isaac Martinez, and Alexis Gallegos. They will also train at the High Performance Center of the Mexican Football Federation, which is down in Mexico City. So 13 rojiblancos called to the different categories of Mexico, as it should be, because Chivas is Mexico and Mexico is Chivas.
Incredible. And a huge shout out to Tala and Brígido that already played with the first team. So that's incredible. That's amazing. Well done, boys. Well done.
And just have patience, my friends. You see, that's what we're saying. We want everything to happen magically. Things don't happen that way. It's about hard work.
Hey, we went almost 55 minutes of this show and we just got this comment right here. Can we please do the disclaimer of the
Do the thing. Do the thing.
Okay, so that I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. ¿Cuál es el propósito de esta página en inglés? Well, let me tell you. So we work for Chivas, of course, but we are in charge for creating English content for you because there are over 5 million Chiva hermanos in the USA and they speak mostly English. So what we try to do is bring the Chiva hermanos closer to the Chiva universe on this side of the board by bringing them content in English exclusively. And what else, Alfredo?
And yeah, we're the only team in Latin America which has this English content. Not even the huge teams down in South America have it. Not even other big teams in Mexico have it. We are the only one because we're the biggest team in the continent. And just to clarify, this is not the only English content we have. We have some news videos in YouTube, or like newscasts. Also, we have more content in YouTube which you can enjoy, and we also have an English version of our website where you can watch and read everything that our guys in the editorial team write in English. Of course, every single website article is translated by Robert, and it's
That's right.
also in English. And besides that, we also have the English Twitter account, which is at ChivasEN _, which you can go follow, and please follow it because we're close. We're very close to reaching 20,000 followers. We're at 19,800. And now that we're speaking about following people or following Twitter accounts, please, you can also follow my personal Twitter account, which is Red and White Fred. So Red and White Fred, not and, but and White Fred. Please follow me because Robert and Gabby have so many more followers than I do. So please follow me. I have very few followers. So Red and White Fred, follow me on Twitter. That's there you go. It's on screen. And yeah, it's
I'll give my
yeah,
students extra points to follow you, bro.
please.
I will give them extra points. Everybody. Actually, they have been informed that if they watch this program in English, which is the purpose of us being here, it's just to share the Chiva vibe, my friends. Okay.
Exactly.
We're here for you. And we love that you guys come and comment, even if it's something that maybe not everyone agrees with. That's why we're here. That's the purpose.
Yeah.
We're here to give you a voice, and we're here to share your frustration. And we're here also to share when we're ecstatic and euphoric. So we're here to help you guys out, to deal with the day-to-day of the Chiva verse, and to give you guys voice. And personally, I'm honored that you guys would come visit us, come talk to us, and give us the time of day because we don't know anything about football.
And some guys in the comment section are telling us that Telemundo and Peacock, they also have the English play-by-play for Chivas, for the Chivas matches. So yeah, that's big as well. So if you for some reason like to watch your matches in English, La Casa de las Chivas, which is Peacock and Telemundo, they do have it. And of course, the Sunday's match against Rayados will not be an exception. Also,
Are you ready?
we have the word to watch of Chivas Femenil, right? Before
Watch
What do
Chivas
you watch?
Femenil.
Look, follow Alfredo on Twitter. Run a white.
Ah.
Otherwise, he gets angry.
We bite. I told you we bite.
yeah,
Okay, where to watch? Mr. Producer, where to watch? Where?
Only.
Where? Okay,
there we
music,
go.
music and sexy voice. Where to watch? Chivas Juárez, Sunday, September 3rd. Mexico, 12 p.m. Central Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 14 p.m. What is that?
14
p.m.
p.m.
2 p.m. 2 p.m. In Mexico, you can watch through our official platform, Chivas TV and Fox Sports. In the USA, Telemundo Deportes.
Boom.
Boom, boom.
There we
We're going to
go,
do this
yeah.
kind of very mellow ASMR situation with the music.
It's gonna happen at some point because
I
you get into it.
know.
Music changes everything. It changes everything.
It does.
Oh, they're
Like
getting like,
Hermanos, one
It's
thing
time.
never changes. Never changes. It's time. And it's time for us to go. And again, we thank you guys. It's been our honor to be with you. Muchas gracias. Curtis, I'm so glad to hear you guys are doing well. Carlos, you're back. I see you.
Carlos
Curtis
Diaz.
Construction. Todos los que participaron, Dora, Das Sexat, yes, you too, my friend. We love you. Francisco Fraga said Chivas 2020. We love all of you guys. May God bless you and stay strong. Ahí nos vemos, Chiva hermano.
Viva las
see you next
Chivas.
week. See you next week.
Medio de la ventaja, el oso levanta la pelota, Piojo la va dentro de la grande, Piojo. Ahí está la doctora del gol, poniendo la primera inyección de la noche. 1-0 lo gana el Guadalajara y con la la pena Cecilia Santiago, pero sácala. Pero del fondo